All right, this is a Venus retrograde love reading for my singles. Now, I'm feeling right away that some of my singles finding this message are going to be going through some type of separation or divorce. And there are very likely children involved here. I also want to send my love out to anybody finding this reading who has recently lost a child, whether this was a miscarriage, whether this was a child who had been born and was older, like whatever the situation, or you're going through a custody battle. So much love to you, because these are all, I mean, there aren't really words to describe, particularly if you lost a child, if a child transitioned. There's nothing I can say except for take a moment so that you can feel that. We got the Magician here, though. So somebody is recreating their life is what I feel like. Starting from scratch are kind of the words that are coming into my head right now. Yeah, we got the Seven of Pentacles, reevaluation. Knight of Swords, decisive action with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like somebody's really learning how to stand in their independence right now, to be the lone wolf. I feel like if you are going through a divorce or any type of significant breakup here, it's really a period of reinvention for you. Of looking at, all right, who am I now outside of this connection? What do I really want? What do I really need? What actually fulfills me? And you learned a lot from this relationship. For many of you finding this, I feel like this was a long-term, like we said, for some of you guys, it was a marriage. Although Spirit's saying for one person finding this, it was going to be a very short-lived marriage. All right, but it still taught you a lot, okay? It taught you a lot about what you want, about what you don't want, about who you are. There's a lot of healing that took place and that is taking place. But there's really this stepping into your authority now and saying like, okay, I am the creator of my own life. I get to decide where to go from here. And Spirit's saying, have some fun during Venus retrograde and during this springtime season. All right, Venus is in retrograde until the 12th. And I'm trying to think of how long she's in shadow for. She's in shadow for a little while after that. She's going to be in Venus for Aries rather, for quite some time. She finishes her retrograde in Pisces and then moves back through Aries. So there's a lot of this time to get independent, to get into your own energy. It's like whoever you are, you don't want to lose yourself in another person again. Right? Some of you guys, you're going to be getting back together with your girlfriends, your guy friends, whatever the case may be. Like you got kind of isolated when you were in this relationship. You spent a lot of time with this person. You invested a lot of energy into this bond. And some of your other bonds fell by the wayside. So some of you guys, you're reconnecting with friends. Or you are creating new friends. You're creating new bonds. You're going out, pursuing different hobbies. This is a time to really pursue what lights you up. And not to worry so much about whether there's a person in the mix. For some of you guys, you're like, hell no. I'm not doing that. I don't want that energy right now. I just want to be free to be me. And we know that that's actually the energy that does attract in soulmates, right? But that's neither here nor there, okay? And for others of you, it's like, if you are somebody who tends to be a serial monogamist, jumping into relationship after relationship, Spirit's saying take some time to breathe, all right? Take some time to make sure that you're not just instigating all of the same patterns, because if you haven't grown or healed and given yourself that time, excuse me, since that last relationship, you're going to get into the same exact relationship all over again. So take that time for you. Take that time to really feel what it feels like to be in your own energy. I think that's really important for some people finding this. Yeah, we have the King of Swords with the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is you really mastering your own mental energy. Some of you guys, maybe the person you were with, they tended to gaslight you a lot. There were some of these mind games. I feel like it wasn't just this other person, though. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, sometimes you played mind games with yourself. And so it's like you're coming out of that energy of mental fuckery, wherever that exists for you, in your own mind, in your interactions with others. Because remember, everybody's a mirror. Everybody's a reflection. You're really getting to that place where you really want to know your own mind. You want to know your own heart. You want to know your own body. You want to know your own mind. And that is an amazing energy to be in. And it takes some work. It takes some time. All right, this isn't a race. So be patient. Some of you guys, it's like sense of humor is going to be key here. We got the Six of Wands, success and recognition. Oh, interesting that we have the twin flame connection in reverse with memories and reunion in reverse. So some of you guys were in a relationship, two different collectives coming through here. For some of you, you were in a relationship with your twin flame, but it was extremely painful. And it was meant to, you guys need the separation. You need this time apart, whether you're going to come back together or not. That's not being shown here. That's not what's important. You needed that breather. For others of you, you met your twin flame and you were in separation, and then you ended up with somebody else. And now that relationship with that somebody else is completing. It was like you had your own soul contracts that you needed to complete. And they did too. I feel like they're still in the process of this. You completed this contract with this other person and what they had to teach you. But now, like, the integration is the independence, the being on your own before you're actually in a space to be back with this person who, like I said, is doing their own thing right now too. Others of you, it's like now that you're single, you're starting to think about that ex and being like, was that my twin flame? No answers for you here. Sometimes that's something we're meant to figure out on our own, right? I did pull the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. That was the deck that I was drawn to for this reading. So regardless, I think that whoever I'm channeling for now, this collective, you are at a significant, if you do resonate with the Twin Flame Journey, you're at a significant point along that path. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Yeah. This is about celebrating. This is about connecting with your community, reconnecting with yourself, with your social circle, your network, making that the primary focus. Right? Making that the primary focus and taking the focus off of the relationship. I'm going to pull a couple romance angel cards for you here too. Clear. Anything else that wants to come through for this person? This could be the one you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, so this is really, really resonating for those of you thinking of somebody from the past. That person, I do feel, like I said, is coming back into your reality, but the timing has to line up. So don't force the timing. You're going to know when the timing is right. You're going to feel it in your gut is like what I want to say. Yeah, you're in separation right now. And that's important. And even for those of you where like you were just with your twin flame and you two had to separate, like whatever it is, that separation is key. So don't force something back together that's not ready to come back together yet. It's the biggest mistake that people make. Remember, what's mine is always mine. If you have a soul contract with somebody, that energy will continue to pull you together. You don't have to worry about losing it. All right, time is an illusion. So don't get caught up in that trap. Also, don't get caught up in the trap of waiting around. Sometimes you're meant to have experiences with other people in order to prepare you or re-prepare you for each other. But like what I'm saying right now is this is less about other people for whoever I'm reading for, more just about you being in your own energy, working on that Venus and Aries, that independence, how to love and be loved in a way that makes you feel free. Because I don't think you felt free before. That was part of this energy. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Follow your bliss. Follow what makes you feel good, what brings you into alignment. Really, this is about your happiness, your desires. The more you can focus on that and less on anybody else, less on the outer stuff, more on what makes you feel good and allowing your heart to draw you into alignment with your soul's path, like everything else will work itself out. Like we said, in time. So get on out there, have some fun. Love you much. I'll talk to you soon.